Nigga looks so handsome. Alright, what's going on, y'all? My name is Greg Dockery, but my peoples call me G-Doc. I'm an actor, writer, producer, and I constantly battle with depression. Now, before I get to my story, I just want to have a few things pointed out. Please do not expect any cheat code or direct answer if you are going through depression or mental breakdown. I'm just telling you my experience. If you are going through a severe depression, please seek help. I'll put some sources down below. All right, well, let's get started. So it was beginning of 2018, and I wanted to start the year off fresh. It was a Friday night. I was walking downtown, just catching the vibes, the vibes. And, some reason I just decided to give myself a gut check. I wanted to check things off that I'm doing right so I can keep going at it. I wanted to check things, check any bad habits that's holding me back from progressing forward. So I remember I sat down, I started checking off things I'm doing right. And then I went to my bad habits. Instead of me finding a solution to the problem, I did the exact opposite and started beating myself up. Why the fuck are you still at your mama's house? What the fuck? How the fuck your niggas getting more roles than you? What the fuck is you doing? Why the fuck is you still at that job? Nigga, you say he's gonna leave that job 5 years ago. The more I was doing that, the darker my environment was, my surrounding was. And before I knew it, I was stepping into a real dark place. Trying to give exact details, but it's not pretty. I was angry with myself. I started beating myself up even more. I was in tears. I felt hopeless. I felt like I'm not doing anything in life, despite a lot of stuff I had accomplished. So I remember I felt helpless. I didn't know what else to do. And before I knew it, I decided to I sat down and gave myself two options. A, you get up, find your way out this dark place, and make sure you try not to come back. Or B, check myself out of this earth. What saved me from taking the second option, I started thinking about all the people who would feel the impact of me leaving this earth. And those same people are the ones who tell me how much they inspired by the things I do, or how I have a strong purpose in life to do what I want to do. And made me realize you never know who you inspire. You think that nobody's looking at you, but I'm telling you right now, somebody is looking at you and rooting you on. Or they love how you stick to your purpose, and then they want to go and find their purpose. The more I was thinking on that and dwelling on that, the lighter my surroundings got. The lighter my surrounding was. And I ended up I somehow got out of that dark place. And I remember after that whole little traumatic experience, I went to Facebook and I told them about what I just went through. And when I tell you the enormous response I had, it was confirming how I inspire others is you can't explain it. And in the phone calls I got, and it was amazing. Long story short, I went and linked up with one of my good friends. What's up, Morgan? I linked up with one of my great friends who's into counseling, and I met up with her every week, so we could figure out what's the source of my personal problems. And long story short, 2018 turned out to be one of my best years. I ended up making a short film pertaining to my mental breakdown. Ended up getting selected into a film festival. I was on a TV show. I was in a movie. I went back to the gym and maxed out more than how much I weigh. I I did a lot of things that I never would have imagined that year. And it turned to, like I said, 2018 was the shit. Fast forward to 2020. Now we all know, you know, the time we're recording this, it's been a real shit show. It's been crazy. This year has been tremendously, horrifically, I'm just making up big ass words to show you how crazy this shit has been. And with me personally, I still was kind of carrying baggage, which I probably will talk about in another video. I was still carrying baggage and mistakes that I have done from 2019 and to carry on into the next year. With me carrying my problems from 2019 and dealing with 2020, you can imagine how much I was going through it. And then on top of that, I was developing, looking to bad resources, you know, alcohol and, you know what I'm saying, looking to bad resources to help me cope with this. And then a few weeks ago, I ended up indirectly getting back into that dark place. Like I said, due to, alcohol definitely had a big part of it. And I don't know why I try to give myself a gut check while I was intoxicated, but I did. And when I tell you, it was much worse than the mental breakdown I had a few years ago. And I was really looking towards that second option, checking myself out. And then somehow I remembered the same breakdown that I had from 2018 and how I got out of it. And it just made me realize. One of my favorite YouTube channels is Infinite Waters with Ralph Smart. And I remember he did a video regarding depression. And it might sound cheesy, but just hear me out. So he said, if you break down depression, deep rest. When you are going through a depression, that is your body telling you that you need a deep rest. You need to rest your mind, you need to rest your body, you need to rest your soul. Find sources that will help you rest your mind. For me, what I done with that doing my first mental breakdown, like I said, I went to seek help. I went to the gym. I went back active. I went back to going into acting, and it helped me go out of depression. Now, which brings me to why the reason for this title, how mental breakdown saved my life. How when I was going through a mental breakdown, it made me take a hard look at myself, and it made me ask those two questions so I can stop bullshitting around. Do you want to keep going at it, or do you want to? Or if you don't, then what's the point of being here? And I know this is a real touchy, it's a real dark subject, and it's honestly, this is like, I hardly open up like that. I hardly open up to the public like this. So it's still kind of difficult with me talking about this. But I wanted to make this video be just in hopes that whoever is going through it, please take a deep rest when you're going through depression. And I'm telling you, you never know who you inspire. If you don't believe me, if you have Facebook, just ask a question to your friends. What is one trait or one thing about me that inspires you the most? Now, some might say that might be an ego thing, but fuck them. You just looking out for you. You just trying to confirm yourself that your existence in this earth matters. And I'm telling you, it do. It matters. If it didn't, God would take you out this earth. I'm telling you. So I also will put down some different sources, different books that I read that helped me, help me keep on track from going back, from having any more mental breakdowns. But I hope I'm not rambling on, because this is like my first vlog, I guess. But I'm telling you, please take a deep rest. Seek help. At the time of this recording, this is 2020, and we still got a couple more months, and who knows what the rest of those months going to be. But you just stay strong. Just keep going. You never know who you inspire. You are not alone. And I know it's not easy. It's easier said than done. Like, shit, I might have another breakdown, you know, a few months from now. That's why I made this video. So it's not just for helping, not just for you, for me. So hopefully I can come across this video and see that I am still working. I'm still going at it. I'm not stopping. I haven't done any acting in the last year because I was going through a deep depression, and I had to go and have to look myself in the mirror, and I had to ask myself, what do you want to do? And I pray that you do not pick that second option, because it is, I'm telling you, when you pick the first option, you're going to have the best things that ever happened to you. You're going to be so glad you didn't pick the second option of checking out of this earth. I hope this short video really helped. Please just leave a comment below. Tell me, if how this video helped you, or, or just tell your story. Because, you never know. Somebody might look in the comments and might see your story, and they might be inspired by you, and they might find their purpose. That's at the end of the day, we all just trying to help each other out. I know we're divided right now as a country, but we can still unite to, in some form. So that's it. Oh, and then if you want to ask me, like, when we make more videos on certain topics, have my own perspective of it, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching so much. Please check out my other work. And I want to give a special shout out to all my I can't name everybody, but I want to give a special shout out to everybody who's been checking on me and making sure I'm still got my head on my shoulders, and still pursuing my acting. I'm like I said, I'm at the time it's recorded, I'm going back to it, and let's see. I'm trying to end 2020 on a strong note. I'm trying to top 2018. Oh, and I will also I'll also post some of my 2018 accomplishments that I mentioned in this video earlier in the video. Please, peace, love. Take your deep breaths, please.